So today, watching the Hive and the Phantom, I'm gonna be real here. Like, Aliyah Boston is the real deal. Aliyah Boston is absolutely the real deal. This is a player that is getting better and better and better every time she plays basketball, it seems. The way Aliyah Boston is playing at this point is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. The best big, not named.
It was said by her, "The world of basketball is still in shock. Aliyah Boston is not merely excellent. She is authentic, a force that is changing right in front of us, demonstrating in each and every game why her career trajectory is nothing short of revolutionary, preparing her for the kind of enormous contract that has a long history in the sport. Not only is her domination spectacular, but it's frighteningly consistent, indicating a paradigm shift for the Indiana Fever and the WNBA as a whole. This is about a player reinventing her position and future value, not just about numbers."
In my opinion, she has to be in the conversation for Unrivaled MVP. So like if you look at the all-around stats in Unrivaled, you look at the stat leaders. Yes, she's not leading in points. The Rose have lost 2 straight games since they benched Lexi Hull. The Lunar Owls are the next 2 top scorers. They both suck. Even though the Phantom's top scorer is Kelsey Plum, it's not by much. But Aliyah Boston is currently 5th in rebounds, leading Unrivaled in blocks, and I think she was 3rd in steal, or she was 4th in. Lexi Hull got a couple today, but she was tied 3rd in.
Her rise has been rapid, a steady ascent in which she clearly gets better with each game. This is not the usual course of events. It's an expedited progression that draws attention and compels a reassessment of the league's genuinely great players. She is a cornerstone for any organization fortunate enough to have her, and rumors about her exceptional market value thefts are fueled by the kind of quick improvement that distinguishes good players from generational talents.
Steals. What Aliyah Boston has done is turned herself into just one of the best players in the world over the last 2 years. Like, I genuinely don't think, when it comes down to it, I didn't think that Aliyah was going to be able to do this. I didn't think when it comes down to it, Aliyah Boston was going to be this elite top of the range level player. That's not saying I thought Aliyah Boston wasn't going to be an all-star.
Disregard the established hierarchy. With Wilson possibly leading the way, Boston is now solidly in the running for the WNBA's top big unseeded seasoned veterans and threatening the dominance of established superstars. Even so, others contend that if Wilson is regarded as a power forward, Boston already has the finest center in the league. This bold assertion is not exaggerated. It's evidence of her indisputable impact on the court and sets her up for a future in which she commands top dollar in.
If the combo was going to work because of the speed that Caitlin Clark needed Aliyah Boston to be, for her to be that elite running mate with her. Aliyah is outrunning centers. Aliyah is locking up Kelsey Mitchell right now. Aliyah has Kelsey Mitchell in hell. She's trying to guard her as a perimeter defender. She has her in hell right here. She is able to move and keep up with her. There was a lot of possessions where Aliyah got switched on to Kelsey Mitchell, and Kelsey Mitchell couldn't burn her. This is Kelsey Mitchell we're talking about. Kelsey Mitchell was completely unable to burn Aliyah Boston. And for me, that is one of...
Her recent unparalleled performance reinforces her elite reputation and places her solidly in the conversation for MVP. Her unmatched efficiency is evident in the fact that she leads the league in blocks and ranks highly in rebounds and steals despite playing a lot fewer minutes than her counterparts. These aren't only impressive figures. These are the kinds of stat lines that shout future domination and support the kind of investment that shows a franchise's total trust in her.
That is maybe one of the most accurate clips I've ever seen. But at the end of the day, Aliyah Boston was able to keep up with her running around in circles. Like at the end of the day, this is one of the most diabolical clips I've ever seen of a person running around in circles. It's like she's playing NBA 2K My Team. If you guys, for 5 people that get that reference, at the end of the day, what Aaliyah has been able to do, it is scary. It's scary how good she's been. It's scary how good she's going to be. And I do think that Unrivaled, for her development, Unrivaled's been great because she has been...
Her incredible defensive agility and speed, more than her scoring or rebounding prowess, is the most startling discovery. Power forward center Aliyah Boston is already outpacing centers and even containing top perimeter threats like Kelsey Mitchell. Boston's unexpected lateral agility and defensive knowledge frequently hampered Mitchell, a player renowned for her lightning-fast speed and capacity to burn defenders.
Unrivaled, for her development, Unrivaled's been great because she has been, especially, I said it last year where she was terrible on Rivals. I'm literally like, I don't care because it looks like she's getting in better shape and she's going to come into the WNBA season able to run better. And I remember she was really bad in the first half against the Sky, and the amount of people that were like, oh, she looks slow, and I'm like, no, she doesn't. I'm like, she's missing layups, but she is sprinting. She is absolutely sprinting. Like, she is running up and down the floor. She's beating Cardoso up and down the floor, and I'm like, she'll figure it out. And then by about game 3, there was one of the games where she had like 30 early on in the season. Was it New York? I can't remember.
Analysts were astounded to see Boston shut Mitchell down. Despite her well-known speed, Mitchell was unable to get past Boston, a player who usually guards the paint, on several occasions. Her value proposition is entirely altered by this unparalleled defensive range for a large enough Boston stature, which transforms her from an exceptional interior defender into a full-fledged defensive anchor with the ability to guard several spots. An extremely uncommon and sought-after skill set.
Like, she was obviously had listened to the whole, you need to get bigger and stronger to play in the W, and did what Caitlin Clark did, a fucking Caitlin Clark on it. And like, we all saw Caitlin Clark for, like, as much as we don't want to admit it, we saw Caitlin Clark come in slower. Like, even healthy, we saw her come in slower. So look, at the end of the day, it's one of those things where you want players to be speed kills, and Aliyah Boston now allows you to play fast. Whereas it looked like Aliyah Boston was almost going to be opposed to what the Indiana Fever wanted. Or not the Indiana Fever.
To be honest, not many people anticipated this caliber of exceptional performance. Her current trajectory places her among the absolute top-tier players in the world, considerably beyond initial predictions, despite the fact that many projected her as a future all-star. Her unanticipated rise to superstardom is evidence of her unwavering work ethic and flexibility, demonstrating that she is not just fulfilling her potential but completely beyond it, positioning her as a generational talent with enormous financial possibilities.
We thought that's how they were going to win, and now we're looking at Aliyah Boston, Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Mitchell, all going to be aligned in this ultra fast-paced style. And speed kills. The only person that can ruin this Indiana Fever offense is Stephanie White. The only person that can ruin with these players, two people, Amber Cox, by getting a non-running most of the time floor unspacer and get in the way player, like bringing back Natasha Howard and bringing a bunch of slow players around, and Stephanie White deciding to play the bullshit motion offense.
And now for the rest of the league. This is the really terrifying part. Years remain until Aliyah Boston reaches her full potential. Her supremacy at the age of 24 portends an even more horrific future. Her current efforts to continue honing her skills point to an ultimate peak that might redefine what is feasible for a major WNBA player. Her status as a key player for the upcoming 10 years is cemented by her lengthy runway of potential. Her development has been aided by the Unrivaled league, especially in terms of strengthening her conditioning. Unrivaled gave her the ideal setting to improve her speed and conditioning after a season in which some said she appeared sluggish. There was more to this off-season grind than meets the eye. It was a calculated move that changed her body and greatly improved her running skills, which are essential for contemporary basketball. In comparison to her rookie year, she grew larger, stronger, and slower in her second season, which stands in sharp contrast to this. During this time of adjustment, She momentarily gave up a component of her game after hearing advice about the necessity to bulk up for the WNBA. However, her ability to identify this, make the necessary adjustments, and re-emphasize speed is evidence of her intelligence and commitment to developing into a fully realized player. This newfound emphasis on speed is crucial. The motto of contemporary Aaliyah and Basketball Boston now exemplifies it, enabling her team to play in a way that was previously unthinkable with a typical large. The Fever's attack gained a whole new dimension because to her ability to run the floor, beat opponents down the court, and transition defensively with ease, all of which complemented their guard play. The Indiana Fever's future goals are ideally aligned with their newfound pace and defensive ability. Imagine Kelsey Mitchell, Caitlin Clark, and Aliyah Boston all working really quickly. An offense unlike anything the league has seen is promised by this synergy. Built on flexibility, prompt decision-making, and Boston's capacity to assist from any location on the floor. This group has the potential to become a dynasty, not just a team. This trio has incredible potential. Boston is now more than just a post-up threat due to her growth. She is an extremely effective scorer who can finish in transition, a dynamic runner, and a versatile defender. She is a highly sought-after and valuable asset because of her whole skill set, which makes her the ideal complement to Mitchell's scoring and Clark's playmaking. She also promises a future that might dominate the WNBA for years to come. Coaching and personnel choices are the only significant dangers to this incredible potential. The motion offensive of Stephanie White, or the use of non-running, non-spacer players such as this encouraging trajectory could be derailed by Natasha Cloud's return. The Fever's success depends on utilizing Boston's full potential in a fast-paced, cutting-edge system that makes the most of her extraordinary athletic talent and adaptability. It's nearly astonishing how drastically things have changed over the past 2 years. Boston has shown an amazing potential for improvement, going from a promising rookie to a player who momentarily struggled with quickness to an outstanding big man who can outrun guards and dominate both ends of the court. This trip demonstrates her tenacity and dedication to improving her skills, making her a priceless asset with indisputable long-term potential. Those who witnessed it are vindicated. Glimpses of her talent despite the doubts of others. She showed an underlying athleticism early in her career by racing up and down the floor while missing layups. The notion that she would figure it out and become an incredible powerhouse has been validated by this early sign and her later determination, which have combined to form the dominant force we witness today. A highlight reel moment that goes beyond standard defensive plays is her ability to stay up with and control Kelsey Mitchell as he ran circles around her. It's a declaration. Aliyah Boston is more than just a paint shield. She can switch onto anyone and is an all-court defender. Her usefulness is greatly increased by her exceptional defensive adaptability, making she is a once-in-a-generation talent worthy of a contract that is genuinely revolutionary. Aliyah Boston has changed significantly from her rookie self and even from her second-year form. She has improved her speed, agility, and versatility without compromising her strength. She is a career-changing athlete because of her constant improvement of both her physical and mental game, able to command a premium price in the market and have an impact on winning at the highest level. This goes beyond a player having a successful run. It has to do with a significant change in her skills and league status. Her unchecked potential, defensive adaptability, and performance data all point to one thing. She has established herself as one of the WNBA's most important assets. Because of this trend, she is not only an all-star but also a key component of a championship squad, ensuring her financial future. It's an obvious message. Aliyah Boston's domination right now is more than just impressive. It makes a significant statement about her value in the future. Her career is irreversibly changing due to her unmatched development, defensive innovations, and terrifying potential, aiming for a level of achievement and financial gain that very few players ever attain. This is the pivotal moment when a superstar gets validated, who will unquestionably redefine her legacy and influence the Fever's future.